Alright, ladies and gentlemen, RB Shard here for the E3 Teardown on Microsoft. Where the fuck to begin? Alright, let's just begin at the start. Last time I did this, I did pros and cons and, gave it a freaking, unbiased review and all that sort of shit and tried to remain calm and based and all that sort of thing and tried to have a professional standpoint to it. But you know what? This year, fuck it. I am done accepting this bullshit from any fucking company. I don't care which one it is. This year's E3 was a fucking abomination. I can't believe we waited an entire year to basically get dick slapped by all three major conferences. What the fuck? But anyway, this one's on Microsoft, so let's get started, shall we? Let's dive into this fucking cesspool of diarrhea and vomit that fucking happened to fall out of Microsoft's ass. Jesus fucking titty Christ. Anyway, Microsoft's conference started off with Halo 4. Now, you may be, somewhat forgiven for believing that I am psyched about all things Halo, considering I filmed most of these rants in Halo 1. Well then, you'd be fucking wrong. Don't be dumb. The reason I film in Halo 1 is because it has an all-dev function, allowing me to detach the camera from my character and allow me to do these fucking videos. If more games had that, I would probably use it, but this one is simplistic and easy to film on and doesn't chew up my hard drive when using fraps like a fucking whore. Anyway, but they start off with Halo 4. Now, I've said before to people about Halo 4 that it looks like Call of Halo, something I am not all that fucking overly excited about. Because I think one COD game every 2 years is more than enough. We don't need a COD game every fucking year. However, I will be getting Black Ops 2, because Treyarch is good, and Infinity Ward suck balls. But I'm getting off topic. Now, I've said before, if I see multiplayer footage of Halo 4, and it looks half decent and not like Call of Halo, I'll probably pick it up and give it a shot. However, what they showed us was single-player footage. And yes, it looked like Halo. So, nothing, ecstatically fucking new, nothing blowing my balls off. I will admit, when they started showing that trailer and it was a live-action thing on a UNSC cruiser, I was like, oh, they're finally doing a movie! And then they didn't. And I was like, you dicks. But anyway, so Halo 4, it was okay. They started it off that way. I was hoping they would probably save that till the end and start off with something else. But then they moved on to Splinter Cell, which I have no idea why was showing up at the frickin' Microsoft conference, considering it's like an Ubisoft game. But, yeah, they showed it. It didn't really look like Splinter Cell. It kind of looked like a more fast-paced action shooter than a stealthy, sneaky, let's be quiet game. So I was kind of meh on that one. Then they moved on to FIFA and Madden and... How many fucking years did they have to bring that shit to the show, right? We get it. You make a FIFA and a Madden game every fucking year, EA. We don't need to see it. We know it's there. It's like your toes. You don't need to check they're there every fucking morning. We know. Unless you've had some tragic frostbite accident. Dropped something really heavy. But we know they're there. So we don't need to be reminded every fucking year of FIFA 12 or whatever the fuck they're doing this year. Or I don't fucking care. To be honest, if you're that much of a sports enthusiast, you're not going to be wanting to play sports games on a fucking console anyway. You'll be outside, playing it for real or watching a match. Or doing something that involves being a fan of the sport instead of twiddling your thumbs like a cockbag watching this shit. Done with fucking sports games. Right, what else did they do? Oh yeah, they brought back that stupid fucking on-rails shooter Fable game that we all thought was dead nearly 2 years ago. When they first displayed it and we thought, oh look, that looks like a bag of ass. That looks like a bag of watered down crap that you'd find in some retard's fucking drawer or some shit. That's not a game idea, that's a freaking stupid thing that the Wii would pull. And then we thought it was dead. We thought, because it didn't show up last year, like, oh well. Good. It's gone. There's no reason to worry about it. It probably got cancelled because it was so shit. But then no. They brought it back. And then to make it worse, half the motions that this fucking twat was pulling in this, like, fucking CG trailer bullcrap was, like, fucking DBZ attacks. I'm sorry, but that pisses me off, because DBZ is making a Kinect game, which might appeal to some people, but even if that's shit, it's the only game that has a right for you to pull a Kamehameha on the fucking screen. So don't give me that shit. Also, side note, before I continue with this fucking point list of what was fucking wrong with this conference this year, what the fuck was with Peter Molyneux hovering around the fucking conference like a bad smell, like he was touting for fucking work?
Hi, I'm Peter Molyneux. I don't work for Lionhead anymore. They didn't kick me out, I left. Look at the puzzle game I'm inventing. Look at my massive head. Look at how English I am.
I don't give a fuck, Molyneux. Piss off, I already hate you because you're English. I hate you even more because you haven't made Black and White 3, you fucking pencil dick. Please go die. Anyway, continuing. Now, then they showed the frickin' Gears, the new Gears game, which is a prequel, right? And now, I've wanted a Gears prequel for a while, but not what they're going for. They're making Baird and Coltrane the main protagonists in this one, and it's set during Emergence Day. And we already played through Emergence Day with Marcus and Dom. Why the fuck do we have to do it again? And we joined up with Baird and Cole halfway through the first game, so what fucking extra insight is this add-on going to give you? Fuck all! What I was really hoping for is something set during the Pendulum Wars. Before Emergence Day, when it was like people versus people and they kept banging on about this fucking war that lasted for 100 years. Surely there's plenty of fucking insight and crap in there that they could have used, that they could have done something with, but it seems like Epic is just fucking cashing in now, which I'm quite pissed off about, and freaking Cliff Bleszinski is freaking like letting the side down with throwing out this bullshit. Gears 3 isn't even fucking cold in its grave yet, it's still being played. So I have no idea why they're trying to cash in so desperately. It's not like it freaking didn't sell like hotcakes. Everybody loves Gears. Chainsawing people in the face is awesome. So, I don't know. That was not what I wanted to see. But then they released another Forza. Now, I know some people like Forza, some people are into cars and racing, that's fine. And unlike sports where you can go out and kick, anybody can kick a ball around for a while, or play golf or lacrosse or whatever the fuck sports you're into, not everybody can drive on a racetrack because some people can't drive. So I understand why there is video games to cater for that market. So it's meh for me. I'm not really all that fussed on cars. Other people are. I get it. Fine. Move on. Then they wasted the rest of the conference talking absolute ass. They just wasted it. They sat there talking about how Bing search on the Xbox now freaking does other languages. Like, this guy was sitting there speaking in other languages, and it's like, oh well, whoopee, the fucking Xbox can understand me. Why the fuck should I care? I speak in fucking Scottish, and it still looks at me as if I'm retarded. It shouldn't be a feature of their fucking conference to tell you that they've got multi-language support for Kinect. That should not be an item of the fucking conference. That should be on the back of the effing box. That's just what should be there. And then they talked about how more channels are coming to the Xbox Live video player. How you've got Nickelodeon and frickin' more shit like this. And it's like, does anybody actually give a shit about Nickelodeon? Is anybody sitting there staring at their Xbox right now when they've got Netflix and all this other stuff and Sky and all this sort of shit? Is anybody actually fucking sitting there and going, you know what, I really want to watch SpongeBob SquarePants? Fuck no! If you're that retarded and you want to watch that on your Xbox, then you deserve to be fucking fingered by Satan. Alright? Fucking stupid. And then they start banging on about, Internet Explorer is coming to Xbox. You know what? I would be more interested in this if it was announced, I don't know, maybe 3 years ago when all the other fucking consoles started doing browsers. And the thing that really sticks in the back of my head is the fact that it's a Microsoft console. IE is a Microsoft fucking browser. Why is it taking them 3 years to put those fucking two together? Wouldn't that be common frickin' sense? Oh look, yeah, that's right, we've got a console that has internet support, and we have an internet browser. Maybe we should put the two together as some sort of delightful sandwich so people can actually browse for content. No, we're not doing that, because we're retarded. Fuck off, Microsoft. Seriously, how long does it take you to frickin' put 2 and 2 together and actually make 4? Or are you basically sitting there just going, well, if we put this 1 and this 0 together, I'm sure we can make something. Fuck off. And then, the final thing was they started going on about some Kinect games. They went on about this frickin' fitness game that came with a wristband that checked your pulse and the calories you've burned, and basically to me it looked like a masturbation sensor. Basically put it on your wrist and see how fast you can go and how many calories you burn off during your next jerk off. It was not something that I would freaking seriously put on my wrist and exercise with. It's something I would freaking like use and abuse. It was like the fucking vitality sensor when Nintendo first announced it. You went, oh well, how many people are going to put their dick in that? For this, how many people are going to use it to whack off and see how many calories they burn while they're jerking? That was a dumb idea, and it was continually fucking dumb. But the final part is they announced Dance Central, the new one, like 4 I think it is. And instead of just having a demonstration, a simple demonstration of what this game can do and how the Kinect sensor has improved, they get motherfucking Usher. Now, before anybody starts bitching at me because they like Usher's music, that guy's a talentless fucking hack. Look at him. He's now touting for work at a Microsoft press conference. That's not a step up in your career. But anyway, pointless as that little fucker is, right? I would have been impressed if he had came down and done a demonstration of the game, and the game was able to keep up with him as he was doing the dance moves. Because this guy made the fucking dance routine. So if the game could keep up with him and track him, I would have been impressed. But no, they wasted 15 fucking minutes allowing that prick to steal the stage and sing. I don't remember Dance Central ever having a singing component. Why the fuck did we have to be subjected to that bullshit? Nobody gives a fuck about Usher. It was a massive waste of time and insult to people who came there to see games. That's what people that go to E3 for, or watch E3 for. Games. Not fucking extra apps. Not artards singing. Not stupid people dancing around like twats, pretending to actually enjoy this shit. So no, that was a really bad move on their part. Now, normally at this point I would give the show a rating and tell them how badly they sucked, but I'm sure if you've actually watched this entire thing, you can hear it in my voice how much they sucked. Now, there's only one reason that Microsoft doesn't get a fucking big fat stupid F this year for how bad their show was. And that was simply for the fact that Microsoft pulled one good move out of their ass. And that's when they brought Trey Parker and Matt Stone onto the stage, the creators of South Park. Now, being a fan of South Park, that piqued my interest. And then when they announced the game, The Stick of Truth, I was all over that. So that is the one iota, the one particle of good shit that came out of that conference that is the reason they don't get an F. However, this year, Microsoft, bang, D-. This is your worst show in a long ass time, Microsoft, and I'm very, very disappointed in the shit you brought to stage. You had a year to prepare, and you're trying to tell me this was your A game? No. No. I would not have... If this is the shit you brought, I hate to see the shit you rejected. I really do. I mean, seriously, what sort of games did you not bring? Like paraplegic racing? I don't know, the orphan punt? Seriously, what sort of fucking morally objectionable crap did you not bring if this is the sort of shit you brought to E3? It's only the biggest fucking gaming event of the year. So, I don't know. I'm done. Stay tuned the next following days for Sony's and Nintendo's teardowns.